8 brocades. Segment 1. Standing with your feet slightly hips width apart, maybe even wider, creating a strong foundation. Let your knees softly bend so that your back can be supported, relaxed. Bringing your hands just below your navel, palms facing up. You're going to allow your breath to be gentle, relaxed, flowing naturally through the entire practice. Allow your hands to slowly float up as if you're lifting a light cloud to the sky. As your hands reach your shoulders and your face, turn your palms to the sky and extend them upwards. Before your arm fully straightens, let your hands float down by your side, as if moving through molasses slowly and slowly. Continue that movement 2 more times. Constant and steady. Turn your palms to the sky. Forearms straighten. Float arms down. Really connecting with the sensations in your palms. Feeling your feet root into the earth one last time. Part 2, you're going to widen your stance, coming into a horse stance, letting your knees be bent, feet wide, toes slightly turned out, again, letting your sit bones drop down to the ground, protecting your low back. And then you're going to imagine as if you are scooping downwards. And I'm going to mirror you, so you're going to scoop over to the right. Allowing your hands to float up to the level of your shoulder, pulling an imaginary bow and arrow. Your palm, right palm, is going to face out. The position of the fingers is going to be at 10 and 2. And as you push out, you're going to pull simultaneously in with your left hand. Again, arms doesn't straighten fully completely, but you're squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you to puff up your chest, broadening. Withdraw that right hand in and allow your hands to sink down. Scoop up towards the left. Pull an imaginary bow and arrow. Pushing and pulling, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Withdraw that left hand. Imagine pumping down through the center, straightening your fingers, and then twice more each side. Scooping up through the right. Pull an imaginary bow and arrow. Withdraw your right hand. Scooping down through center. Scoop up through the left side. Pull an imaginary bow and arrow. Withdraw your left hand, scoop down through the center. So your movement is slow and steady, fluid through the entire practice. Remembering to breathe as you push and pull simultaneously. Elbows in line with your shoulders, you squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Withdraw your right hand. Press down through the center with soft closed fists. Scoop up with straightened fingers, the left side, pushing and pulling simultaneously. And then withdrawing your left hand, pushing down through center. Straighten your legs as you close your feet back underneath you. Part 3, feet are hips width apart. Strong foundation beneath you, soft bend in the knees. Your hands are going to relax down by your side. You're going to imagine holding a tray with your right hand. Allow that tray to come forward in front of you. Sweep it around your shoulders, turning your fingers in towards your face as you press your palm to the sky. And then your left hand is going to press down towards the earth, fingers pointing inward as well, to separate heaven and earth. Feel your spine long. Imagine pulling a draw cord down midline, all the way to your navel, slow and steadily. Relaxing your left hand as you arrive, both hands by your side. Left hand holding an imaginary tray up and around, looping past the shoulder, fingers point inward, both hands as you separate heaven and earth, pushing simultaneously. Left hand draws an imaginary cord down midline. And again, you're just breathing naturally the entire time. Repeating twice more each side, right hand, imaginary tray, up and over, fingers inward, palms to heaven and earth, separating, feeling the spine elongate. Imaginary cord drawn through the center. And then as hand reaches navel, both hands relax by your side. Left hand, imaginary tray up and over. Fingers point inward as you separate heaven and earth. Draw a string down midline to navel. Last row. Separate heaven and earth, fingers inward. Long spine. Fingers inward, separating heaven and earth. Part 4, you're going to allow your hands to flex, letting palms face the earth. Again, soft bend in your elbows and your knees. You're going to bring your arms back, and as you do, you're going to gaze over your right shoulder, looking as if you're seeing your heels, and then relax forward. Pressing your arms back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, look behind your left shoulder towards the heels. And then come back. Twice more each side, slowly looking over the right. Center, looking over left, squeezing shoulder blades together. Center. Once more each side, look over to the right, towards the heel. Center, and then look over to the left. Release center. So we're halfway through. Just take this moment to pause, noticing how your body feels. And then stepping with your feet in horse stance once again, nice and wide, knees bent. Feel your knees press outward, rooting through all four corners of your feet, scooping your tailbone down. Okay, so there's this sense of shift so that it protects your low back as you elongate it. Bring your hands onto your thighs. You can either have your thumbs on the inside or on the outside. Take a deep breath. Feel your spine elongate. And then look over your right shoulder, softening that left shoulder down. Back to center. And then opposite side. Inhaling through center gives you the most opportune time for breath, and then exhaling as you twist. So really just feeling this in your back body, allowing it to stretch as you rotate. Once more each side. back to center, standing tall. Let your feet come hips width apart again, softening at the knees. Preparing for number 6 of 8. Bending your elbows 90 degrees, palms facing up, and then softly closing your hands, soft fists. This particular one is supportive in releasing anger, frustration, agitation. Okay. So you're going to imagine moving through your right hand first. You're really taking all the energy in your body that holds on to anger, frustration, irritation, agitation. And you're going to move it through your fists strongly. Rotate through the wrist, open your palms, release it, letting go of those frustrations. And then let your hands gently withdraw like a lotus flower, bringing back peace and ease as you close your hands back in. Left hand, moving out all the anger, frustration, agitation. Rotating through the wrist as you release it. And inviting in, like a lotus flower, peace, ease. Twice more each side. As if moving through molasses, you're just really letting it all go. Rotate through the wrist, open your palm. Peace. Left hand. Last time each side. Really sending it all out. Releasing the hands down. Part 7 of 8. So this one we're going to drop our chin into our chest. You can follow along or first watch and then replay back. Okay. So you're going to drop your chin into your chest. Your palms are going to face back behind you. And then you're just going to steadily, for 7 total times, jump and then press your hand back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the last one. Nice stance. Knees softly bent as usual. All of our joints always softly bent. This allows the Qi to circulate most optimally through our system. Full circle, similar to what we did in the first part. We're going to bring our hands just below our belly. And then we're going to allow them to float up to the level of our chest. As it reaches our shoulders and face, turn your palms forward and up, pressing to the sky. And then sweeping your arms down, letting them float slow through molasses. Bending at the knees, bow forward. Hands graze the earth, drawing up energy from the ground, all the nourishment in through ourselves, through our digestive system, through us. And continuing that energy upward, creating this biofield around us of nourishment and support. One last time. As we return to our starting position, resting our palms into ourselves. Right hand can come over left, thumbs connecting just at our dantian. just beneath our navel. This is the center of our essence and our power. And we rest here.